What is up, guys? Welcome back to another video, and potentially one of the most exciting videos on the channel. Well, for me anyway, because today we are taking the DATSUN 280zx with our L28 turbo to the dyno, and we're tuning this freaking thing. Look at this thing. God damn, it looks freaking good. So if you guys aren't familiar with this build and this setup, go back, watch all the videos, but it's a completely stock L28. Turbos usually on this side of the motor because they're not a cross-flow head, but we've gone underneath the motor, up the side with the turbo manifold, or stock exhaust manifold, but we made a turbo manifold out of it, and we've got a G25-660 Pulsar turbo sitting on the side of the motor. We installed a Haltech 550 ECU, front mount intercooler, and that's pretty much it. I mean, we did a huge amount of other things. Oh, it's got GDR 440cc injectors as well, and now the thing is ready, I think, to tune. There's probably some stuff we're going to run into when we get to Dr. Drift's, but as it sits right now, it runs, it drives. As you can see, we've got a full custom windscreen going on here. I wasn't able to get a windscreen put in the car in time, but Dr. Drift's been freaking nagging me to tune this thing, so we use cling wrap. Hopefully this thing holds on the trip over to Dr. Drift's. So we're going to load up on the trailer, we're going to head straight there, and we're going to get straight into it. Whew! A bunch of you guys have made guesses on power figures, whoever gets closest. I have to go back and look at the post, but I'm going to hook you guys up with some drop the anchor gear. I'm thinking, hoping, somewhere around the 200 kilowatt mark. That might be, I don't know if I'm dreaming or not there, but it's a 2.8 litre motor. It's got a nice G25-660 turbo on it, so it should make some kind of good power. Don't know what the wastegate spring is at the moment. Probably a 10, maybe 14 pound wastegate spring. It's internally gated, so to be honest, who freaking knows what this thing's gonna do. But right now we're gonna load up, head over to Dr. Drift's, get this thing tuned. Yes, I'm so freaking pumped. Let's go. Car's loaded up on the dyno. We're kind of just going through the motions, so we have the smoke machine here. We always check for boost leaks.
How much power's it going to make?
Ah, yes.
I've really got no effing idea.
What do you reckon power figures? So let's say that that's got a 10 pound wastegate in it. You reckon it'll do 170 on 10. What's the compression ratio of these? I think they're perfect for boost, aren't they? 8.5 to 1 or something?
Yeah, but they don't have the best combustion chamber compared to today's standards.
Yeah, right.
And I don't know how restrictive that intake's going to be.
Yep, the whole thing feels pretty good. So I'm hoping we make some like a 200 kilowatts today, but is that...
Yeah, I think it'll take more than 10 to do that.
Oh yeah. Do you think that's too much strain on the motor, 200?
Nah.
Well, we're in uncharted territory.
Oh, it's charted, but just for someone else.
Yeah, well, not by us, so... I'm saying 14 PSI, 200 kilowatts is my
Yeah, I reckon
guess.
you're right.
You reckon I'm on?
Yeah.
2.8 litre. Should do good power when it's got some boost into it, so that's my guess. Let's see how she goes. So first up, the smoke test. Update time, it's bloody cold, I'm wearing a jacket. You can hear Dr. Drift is excited because we're about to tune the car. Yes. So the car literally went perfectly on the smoke test. 0 leaks, which is very rare. So
Didn't even get time to film how good it was.
yeah, we literally didn't film because it was usually I film, like I wait and then we see how bad it is and then I'll film. But 0 leaks, and then all we had to do was put a nipple on the turbo, nipple, for the boost, for the actuator so that it could get a boost reference. Hooked up the stuff for the dyno, so got the O2 sensor going into the dump pipe for the dyno. We've got the, what's the boost line again? That's the vacuum reference for the dyno?
Yeah.
There you go, vacuum reference for the dyno.
For the headphones.
Knock sensor right here that he puts in his headphones, and the way we've got it strapped down we're questionable, but I won't show you that in case everything goes wrong. And that's it. So I think we're pretty much ready to tune. How good's the Glad wrap windscreen though? Quality. So we've got the Haltech software coming up. Dr. Drift will have to muck around with the fuel tables because it's all just a basic base map at the moment. And then we should be in to do some power runs. Just very excited. So next up, the Datsun, hopefully, will be making some power, or there will be a problem. One of two options. Let's see which one it is. Go. Update time. So everything's going nice and smoothly on the dyno, other than we have a slight miss, and that's because the plugs are fouled. These were brand new, I put them in, but I've been moving the car around the shop a lot. Back at the factory, just happens, you know, you need to get into some places and whatnot.
Untuned as well, on the rich side for safety.
Yeah, well, it's a bit rich, so we're going to put new plugs in. That'll sort our missing issue. So we've taken the turbo side off, as you can see here. Shout out to Elijah and Damon, both for fabbing such a great setup. That's actually very easy to take apart. So it's
even
not
when it's hot.
That's right, even when it's hot. So we're good, but new plugs, BKR 7Es going in, and then tuning. Oh, and it's making currently
too much boost.
Too much boost. Dr. Drift says too much. I say enough.
Too much for a base tune.
Yeah, 15 pounds. So we're going to turn it down a little bit.
Hopefully. Maybe.
And then we're good to tune. So yeah, new spark plugs. So new spark plugs are in, the turbo setup is back together. Dr. Drift is waiting for me to turn the key and making sure that we got the firing order right when we put the spark plug leads back on. So here we go. I'm gonna say no. Oh wait, the idle's low, yeah?
Yeah, just roll it over.
Clutch slip, yeah. Jesus. Got my safety glasses on. Only the dodgiest test drive I've ever been on in my entire life, but that's fine. And that's saying a lot actually. Just skids. Woo! Holy crap. There you have it, the Datsun is tuned. So if you have a keen ear, you would have heard in the videos, the clutch is slipping. So we made 175 kilowatts, but the clutch is the let go on the dyno basically, so it couldn't hold the power. That was to be expected. I already kind of knew that was going to happen, and that is because it's a clutch, probably, it might be the original clutch. So it's like 40 years old, and then we put all this power through it. So it was inevitable that that was going to happen. But so stoked with how the tune went. So we had zero issues with anything. We had no rotor phasing issues. The ECU went perfectly. All the wiring was good. No leaks anywhere. It's pretty crazy that it worked out that well, considering this is a very unique setup. So I'm over the moon with the result. The car's very responsive, very fun to drive. Obviously I need to get a windscreen in it and get it all back together so I can take it for a proper drive. But I have to end the video here because I've got to start working on the Civic so we can get it ready for the factory meet. That is this Sunday, starts at 11 AM. Facebook event link is in the description below. Hit attending, come along, have a good time, grab yourself a sausage. check out some rad cars, check out the factory, drop the anchor stall, 2-step garage door. It's going to be sick. Thank you guys for all the support on the channel, and obviously thank you for all the support with this beautiful build. Next up on this build, obviously we'll be putting all the panels back on. We've got to do all the body work and get this thing looking beautiful again now that it actually runs properly. And of course we need to pull the gearbox out and put a new clutch in it, so that will be happening somewhere in the near future. This also needs a clutch, and my Navara needs a clutch, and so many things going on. Thank you guys so much for watching. I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace. Bye.